Hi. I didn't expect to see me. My sister's not home. But come in anyway. You know, we can discuss this like a couple of gentlemen.
No, I'm not scary monster brother, ready to brain you. Elizabeth needed repairs, something about Jake, an army of toy soldiers, and a bathtub drain.
Nice. That was smooth the way you segued into Elizabeth's children. Look, I think about those boys. And I worry a lot about how this situation could blow up the lives that they're already settled into here. I mean, do you honestly think I want to be responsible for all the people I love getting hurt?
Plumbing's not my strong suit. Neither are relationships. I know just enough about both to get in over my head very quickly. To answer your question, no. I don't think you just woke up one morning and decided an interesting way to shake things up around here would be to fall in love with your brother's fiancée. And I don't envy you the turmoil you must be going through.
Elizabeth, I need to talk to you.
Oh, actually, Mom, we're waiting to see a patient.
Yeah, this can't wait.
Okay, yeah, what's going on?
I saw Lucky last night. And he told me how he overheard Nikolas proclaiming his love to you, and he confronted him on it, and he didn't even try to deny it. Nikolas actually believes that he's in love with you.
I know, and I feel really bad about the whole thing.
That's really good to know, but I'm not concerned about your feelings. Lucky is a different story. Do you realize how flipped out he is about this?
Okay, thank you for your concern or lack thereof, but really, this is none of your business.
Actually, it is, since Lucky came to me thinking that I was covering for you. Again, like the time when you cheated on him with Jason.
But you told him you weren't, because you had no idea what was going on, right? So you see, it's completely two different scenarios.
Are they?
I'm not quite sure what you're implying here.
No, I'm not either. I'm working this out as we go along. I'm making a lot of mental adjustments in a very short period of time. For example, I've never actually pictured you as some sort of femme fatale before.
Please, I'm anything but. Oh, come on. You know what a rough time Nikolas has had since Emily died? It's the reason why he glommed onto Rebecca in the first place. And then she looks exactly like Emily. He's kept her around for so long.
So somewhere along the line, he just glommed onto you.
I was the next closest thing to Emily. I am a temporary place for his misdirected emotion.
Okay, this sounds very logical and clinical, but I'm getting hit by a lot of bad memories of you getting pregnant by Jason and lying about it. And the reason I kept that a secret for so long was because I thought knowing would send Lucky spiraling back into drugs. And I also believe that you and Jason were victims of bad timing. But now here we are again in a very similar situation with Nikolas. You're not pregnant, are you?
No, God, of course
Well,
not.
thank God for that, but do you see where I'm coming from? I just think that this is a little too hard to write off as coincidence or as bad timing again. I think that you must be doing something. You're sending signals first to Jason and now to Nikolas that you are available for something more than just friendship.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm saying that consciously or not, you are in a mess of your own making.
Well, I appreciate the understanding. I haven't gotten much of that lately. I know it may not seem so at face value, but all I really want for Elizabeth is her happiness.
I have no problem believing that.
But you want her to be with Lucky, right?
Oh, I wouldn't presume to think I know where or with whom my sister belongs. I mean, I like Lucky. He's been a vital part of my sister's life. And he loves her in a way that makes me believe. But there is a difference between love and obligation. People grow, they change. And sometimes another love comes along, a love you don't look for or expect. Maybe you have to see where it goes. Lucky may have to face that.
Well, he shouldn't have to. I mean, I could have just left her alone. But I didn't. And I certainly can't claim ignorance. I had a front row seat to them falling in love and everything that they've had to go through to be together. That still hasn't stopped me, has it? Nope. I've been pursuing Elizabeth relentlessly, making her miserable in the process. I do know one thing, though. If the situations were reversed, Lucky would never do this to me. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll let you get back to work there. Just tell Elizabeth I stopped by, would you? Mm-hmm. Actually, on second thought, don't tell her.
Hi, thank you.
Plumbing problems are fixed.
Wow.
I even retrieved quite a few toy soldiers, none the worse for their journey.
Oh, jeez.
Put new batteries in the smoke detectors, and I even fixed the garbage disposal.
Oh, my goodness, you're a godsend.
Oh, and Nikolas stopped by, though I don't think he wants you to know that.
Did you guys fight?
No, we actually had a fairly deep conversation. And if you ask me what it's about, I won't tell you.
Okay. I guess I should be grateful he had someone to talk to. Who also happens to be a really awesome handyman.
Not to mention your brother who loves you very much.
I could use a little of that right now.
Bad day?
I had a little run-in with Lulu. I guess Lucky interrogated her on how much she knew about Nikolas's feelings for me.
Lulu gave you a hard time.
She wasn't all that sympathetic. She managed to just stop short of basically accusing me of leading him on. Which is pretty much what she thinks, and I can't even argue it because she has every right to think that. I can't even imagine all the hostility and judgment people are going to have towards me if they find out what's really going on. I'm just so tired of feeling guilty and wrong every single day. And I just don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
I'm going to offer a suggestion. You're going to have to bear with me. I'm taking a circuitous route. Unless you want me to keep my opinions to myself.
No, please. I'm going to hear anything you have to say.
We were blessed and cursed with a pair of outward-focused, overachieving, save-the-world parents. Awe-inspiring and role model worthy, but not so warm and not so hands-on. Mom and Dad were way too busy with higher causes, physically and emotionally unavailable. And we kids suffered for it. Especially you. The youngest, the surprise, the rebel. I mean, you definitely got the short straw when it came to having any sense of security or grounding in our family. So when Lucky came along, that had to mean the world to you. Finally, you came first. What you were feeling mattered to someone who loved you as unconditionally as you loved him. So of course, yes, you're going to hold on for dear life. But to cling so close to something you're afraid to let go, you might be doing a disservice to Lucky, and to Nikolas and yourself.
Okay, I'm not meddling. I am with Dad. People's business is their own. I can barely handle my own. But that being said, Lucky is furious with you, and he's about 2 seconds away from going completely off.
I know that, and I'm sorry you got dragged into this.
Well, he thinks that I was covering for you and Elizabeth because I covered for her and Jason before.
Even if that were true, and you had been, the situations aren't remotely alike.
Are you and Elizabeth reading from the same bad script? The same thing here is Lucky's betrayal, and the only villain that he can see in this piece is you. He should be just as mad, if not more so, at Elizabeth. And if he's wearing blinders, I'm not. I know that you didn't fall in love with Elizabeth out of nowhere without her active participation.